Dewatering Company, international drilling contractor and dewatering consultant. 30 years ago, Koop Dewatering Company started with drilling water wells for the local farmers. Because of these activities, Koop became involved in dewatering projects for industry and agriculture. At the end of the 70s, plans were made for constructing a workshop and an office on an industrial estate. This was the beginning of the international development of the Koop Group. Nowadays, the Koop Group is the specialist in Europe in horizontal dewatering, vertical dewatering, deep wells, environmental projects and pump installations. With the most up-to-date equipment and materials, the employment and coaching of professional specialists and continuous improvements by training, Koop has become a specialist in the complex area of dewatering and groundwater treatment. Besides the professional aspects of the business, the Koop Group finds the safety, security, environmental and quality aspects very important. All activities are carried out with care and meet all possible environmental requirements. Therefore, the employees only work with the most modern techniques and the most safe equipment. The Koop Group in the Netherlands and Germany has international certificates such as ISO 9002, VCA and TUV. The Koop Group operates in a number of countries, such as the Netherlands, Belgium, Germany, France, Turkey, Thailand, Sweden, Great Britain and Saudi Arabia. The Koop Group has several subsidiaries in the Netherlands and in Germany. The activities of the Koop Group are horizontal dewatering, vertical dewatering, deep wells, environmental projects and pump installations. Let's take a closer view. Horizontal dewatering is an activity by which the water is extracted through drains. The extraction of groundwater can take place by gravity or vacuum. This dewatering method is mainly used for pipeline projects, or in the case of dewatering large areas. With the use of a drainage machine, Koop can realise multiple cable trenching, and it is possible to install flexible PE pipes up to a diameter of 250 millimetres. At the same time, the trench can be refilled with sand or gravel. The installation of cables and pipes in the trench are monitored by laser and can be placed at a depth of 8 metres below ground level. The drains are connected to a collector pipe underground, which ends in the pumping shaft. With specific adaptations to the drainage machine, Koop is able to install a vertical screen of geotextile into the ground up to a depth of 5 to 7 metres. The advantages of gravity dewatering are reduction of groundwater flow by 20 to 30%, reduction of costs for maintenance by 50%, reduction of costs for power supply by 50%. Another possibility of horizontal dewatering is vacuum dewatering by means of drains. This system is mainly used for the construction of sewerage systems and for pipelines as well as projects for dewatering large areas. The installed drains are directly connected to the pumps. The advantage of this system is that there are no obstacles above ground on the construction site, and therefore there is no risk of damaging the dewatering system. Like horizontal dewatering, vertical dewatering can take place by using two filter systems, namely gravity filter systems and vacuum filters. Gravity filter systems are filters in which the water flows into the filters only by gravitation. With the use of drilling rigs equipped with flushing tools or hollow auger drills, 9 to 10 metres long, filters can be installed vertically or at an angle. The filter consists of a PVC drain protected by a coconut fibre. In this drain, a PVC tube is installed, which is connected above ground to the conduit pipes of the vacuum pump. Another system of vertical dewatering is the use of vacuum filters. Vacuum filters are PVC tubes of 4 to 7 metres long with a slotted section. They can be flushed in by hand or by flush boring using a drilling rig. Above ground, the filters are connected to a conduit pipe, which is connected to a vacuum pump. In this way, a vacuum will be created around the filters to stimulate the flow of the groundwater towards the filters. This system is mainly used in fine, sandy soils. Deep wells can be used for dewatering of large excavations. By means of a submersible pump, the water level can be reduced. Modern technology makes it possible to control the dewatering in detail by installing divers to record the reduction in water level automatically. With the use of specific software and frequency-steered pumps, the dewatering capacity can be controlled and, if necessary, adjusted. Advantages are the high reliability and the almost unlimited possibility of reducing groundwater levels. We offer an extensive program for the construction of wells, namely flush borings, counter-flush borings, airlifting, auger boring, rotary drilling, and shell and auger borings. These techniques can be used for water wells, pressure relief wells, infiltration wells, vacuum deep wells for dewatering, environmental investigation, landfill monitoring, and methane gas extraction. Let's take a look at a few of these deep wells. Water wells. Deep wells used for water supply are mainly installed in the deeper layers. We have the extensive experience and various types of drilling equipment to realise these wells. The water is pumped up by means of a submersible pump or suction pipe. Pressure relief wells. Pressure relief wells are used for the reduction of water pressure in layers underneath impermeable intermediate stratum. With the use of submersible pumps, the water pressure is reduced to an acceptable standard. In this way, it is possible to prevent bursting of the bottom of a construction pit. Infiltration wells. We have a lot of experience with the infiltration of water into the permeable layers. Recent developments oblige dewatering companies to return the withdrawn groundwater quantities directly into the ground. For the filtration of water, it is of enormous importance to have long-term experience, as the effectiveness of infiltration walls are influenced by many factors. Vacuum deep wells for dewatering. In low permeable soils, it can be useful to utilize a vacuum pump. This pump creates a low pressure inside the well to stimulate the flow of the groundwater into the well. With the use of a submersible pump, in combination with level devices, the flow will be automatically regulated. Environmental investigation. When working in contaminated soils, the Koop Group has developed its own safety standards for drilling wells. The company has years of experience with cased boreholes to prevent cross-determination in polluted soils. Preventative measures in combination with experienced drill masters guarantees a high standard product and safe execution of the works. Clear groundwater is of invaluable importance for the existence of the present and the future generations of mankind. For this, it is essential to use and treat groundwater with great care. In the past decennia, the awareness and care of the environment has been increased, not only in society but also within the Koop companies. The Koop Group can offer you a solution for tracing the contamination in soils and groundwater, combined with the ability to purify groundwater with the use of modern techniques. Koop is a specialist in the field of boring for environmental investigations and the purification of contaminated groundwater. Koop can supply and install temporary water purification systems, such as oil separators, activated carbon filters, gravel and sand filters, iron filters, and oxidation. The Koop Group offers you custom-made solutions for small and large pumping stations, for dirty as well as pure water. Here we profit from our modern machines and pump park, and most of all, our competent technical personnel. Koop offers you skilled and expert consultation in the area of pumping, from the technical solution to current cost estimates. As we have shown, the Koop Group can offer you a variety of dewatering techniques. But there is more. The service and delivery program of Koop offers a wide variety of equipment, which can also be employed on a rental basis. An example is our aggregates, which have a capacity of 25 up to 250 kilovolt amperes. For more information, please contact one of the branch offices of Koop Dewatering Company, your international drilling contractor and dewatering consultant.